A good day to everyone out there. I'm Doug Pugh with the NFHS Network, and we're back as we continue to recognize our Florida Dairy Farmers Academic All-State team based on the students' academic, athletic accomplishments, as well as their extracurricular activities and community service. Right now, we're joined on the line by a young man from Lecanto High School, finished his high school career with a 3.86 GPA. He's a member of the National Honor Society, competed for both the cross country and track teams, and was named All County in both sports, and will be attending St. Leo University, where he'll continue to run at the collegiate level while studying pre-med. And so without further ado, please welcome in Chase Wilson. Chase, thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on the honor.
Thanks, Doug. It's great to be here.
All right, so you were the president of the Lecanto Student Council, and it received the Golden Medallion at the FASC state competition. Can you tell us a little bit more about that award and what you guys did to win that?
So, the Golden Medallion is a binder system that is based on points for projects that are submitted. So, back in early March, we attended the Student Council, which was hosted in Tallahassee, Florida, which was hosted by the Leon High School. That's where we had over 60 binders that were going to be submitted to be judged by a panel of judges. But that was like the craziest part was we had over 60 binders. I think we were one of the top 3 groups that had the most binders that were submitted. And every single binder that was submitted had an individual project within it. And there was 10 categories that we were able to submit individual binders for. So we did every single binder there. And then every single other project that we did and completed was put into our Golden Medallion, which would be basically the creme de la creme of all the binders. And we were really hoping to get that gold medal. And when we did get that gold medal, it was such a shock for us because it was our first time ever attending FASC in our school's history and our county's history. So it was a monumental thing for us to go and receive this medal for the very first time. And with that, it was a monumental accomplishment, which represented thousands of community service from hundreds of people that were under my discretion and everything that I was leading them. So it was honestly one of the best feelings being able to be awarded one of the highest medals that they give out one of my senior years.
And it definitely makes it a little bit sweeter given the fact that, you guys, that was your first time ever and you were able to come away with something that prestigious. So that's it's always good to be on the pioneering side of something like that. And so
Yeah.
coming into high school, you were dead set on playing football. How'd you get into running?
Yeah, so that's kind of like a really funny story. So I'd been running cross country and just like running in general since elementary school, where I first started with a running club at my elementary school. Then I slowly transitioned into the middle school running for the cross country teams and track teams. But it wasn't until my 8th grade year that I really decided that running just wasn't for me. I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. Nothing was really going my way and nothing was going planned. So I decided that maybe it was a time for a change of heart. And so I decided that football was gonna be my sport. I wanted to be the quarterback. I wanted to be the guy that was everyone wanted to win and everything. But it wasn't really until my friend, she was a sophomore at the time, she told me, just come out, give it a chance again, because her dad was the cross country coach, and that the team had quite a few seniors and juniors that would be leaving in the upcoming years. And she said that I would be a great addition to the team, and that me joining, we would definitely go places with the team. And I'm so happy that I did join because we did go really far in the games. We made it to the state level 3 times, and it's so happy to have gotten back to where my roots started me.
Yeah, and running is surprisingly more of a thinking man's sport than people realize because you're out
Yes.
there and it's just you and you've got to go against it. Now I want to kind of tie in that mental aspect. Done a little bit of distance running myself a few times, And I will contend, even if I was running 26.2, the hardest mile to run was 0.0 to 1.0, not the 25.2 to 26.2. It was always that hardest mile was that first one. Do you think that that is the way it is for you? Do you find that with the vast majority of runners?
I would definitely say that first mile is always the hardest mile because no matter what you're doing, no matter what race you're running or anything, if you go out too fast in that first mile or you go out too slow, it could be the end of the race for you. It all depends in that first mile because anything can happen in those last two.
That's amazing. And I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of you have to find yourself, and it's, getting out of the starting gate real quick, and you have all that energy. You don't realize you got to save some for the end.
Yeah. Yep, because if you go out too fast, you'll really regret it.
Now, you're a Game of Thrones guy. Tell us the truth. There's been a lot of shows that people have been just absolutely annoyed by the ending of. Were you satisfied with the end of Game of Thrones?
That's a heavy question because a lot of people I know and that I have watched the show and everything, they have not been too happy, but I've also come across a lot of people that were not, they were happy with it. I'm definitely in the middle of it. I read the books, so I kind of know how it was supposed to end, but it was kind of crazy. My biggest issue was with, I feel like they tried to rush it, and so they definitely didn't take the time, and they just didn't take the time. But I knew they had the budget. They definitely had the budget to do it, so they could have done it. They could have made it better, but um, it's just something that will kind of always kind of irk me. But nothing that I can't live without.
Right, and you're not alone in the thinking that it, was kind of rushed, and they should have probably figured out a better way to end it. But thanks, Chase. We appreciate you coming on and talking with us a little bit. Congrats again on being named to the Academic All-Star team. All the best for the future at St. Leo.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now, remember, with the support of the Florida Dairy Farmers and the FHSAA, the network, we'll be sitting down and talking with the honorees. And you want to make sure you check out the Twitter at FHSAA and the Facebook pages of both. And so we thank you for joining us. Have a great day, everyone.